Hello everybody and welcome to the sewer. In case you're new, hi, my name is the SlimRat and I'm happy to have you here. Today we are going to explore some useful tips and tricks that will help you improve your studying strategy, the Pomodoro Technique. In case you're not familiar with the Pomodoro Technique, let me break it down for you. The classical Pomodoro Technique says you study for 25 minutes, then you take a 5 minutes break. After 4 study sessions, you take a longer break. Rinse and repeat. That's pretty easy, right? Then why is it such a hyped study method? First of all, it limits distractions. If you think that you only have to be focused for 25 minutes, you're much less likely to check your phone during the short period of time. You will wait for those 25 productive minutes to be over, which by the way happens really fast when you're fully immersed in your workflow, and then you can check your notifications, go to the toilet, grab a snack, do some stretching, or whatever you feel like doing. It's customizable. Who says that you have to work for 25 minutes? You can adjust the time period of your sessions according to your attention span and or the type of work you are doing. For me personally, the 25:5 ratio works really well, since I have the attention span of an hamster, and then I take a 25-minute break after 4 study sessions. Other people prefer doing longer study sessions, like 35 to 50 minutes, and have a short 10 minutes break after that. Again, it depends on how likely are you to get distracted, the focus that your work requires, and other individual factors. It's automated. If you want to look vintage, you could buy yourself a kitchen timer. There are many apps for your computer or your phone that work just fine. If you're afraid that keeping your phone around you while studying could distract you, just place it in the opposite corner of your room and wait for the sound notification to go off. I can highly recommend the free app called Focus Keeper. It has a neat interface and it's very simple in its structure, so you don't have to worry about wasting time figuring out how the app works. Another big point for Focus Keeper is that you don't have to create a goddamn account to use it, which means that you can, for once, keep your personal data for yourself. Using an app also allows you to apply the Pomodoro Technique even in a library, since you could just put your earbuds in and listen to the notification alarm instead, without messing with anybody's vibe. It keeps you on the edge. When you get notified to take a break, you probably won't be done with your current work. But that's totally fine. In fact, it sometimes kinda keeps you on the edge because you want to keep working even when it's break time. I often caught myself thinking, wait, is it break time already? Then okay. As I was looking forward to learn some more. It makes the working process actually interesting, since you know you only have 25 minutes to get the chapter, schedule, or document ready. It keeps you balanced. When you're deeply focused on something, you might forget time passing by and might not pay attention to your needs. The Pomodoro Technique forces you to take a break, and trust me, at some point you will feel like you don't even need those whole 5 minutes, but you gotta stick to it. If you use those 5 minutes to stand up, walk out of your working space, have a sip of water, stretch your back and use the toilet, you will feel more energized when you start your working session again. Your brain doesn't get tired as quickly since you're not sitting 4 hours in front of the same lousy desk without grabbing a snack, but you're offering your brain some variation. It feels like you're actually being forced to take care of yourself. Let your eyes rest for a moment and recharge the battery. And this every 25 minutes? That's what I call a balanced workflow. So that's the Pomodoro Technique explained with some of its benefits. But what other things could we do to improve it? I'm gonna share with you some expedients that I've been using for the past 4 years of university and that really make a difference when it comes to studying smoothly. First of all, get an app. Seriously. It made my life so much easier. Focus Keeper is a little gem that will help you stuck with the rhythm. Plan your work ahead. You only have 25-minute sessions to study chunks of information. If you are able to make a schedule and roughly divide the working session, for example, writing down the chapters of a book that you want to get done, the number of pages in your essay, and so on, you will know exactly how to start and how to pick up once you're done with the session. I usually take the subject that I have to learn and give myself a different exercise for each study session. Here is an example of my schedule. In the first 25 minutes, I would actively read a chapter and break it down. Then I would take the first short break. In the second work session, I would try to memorize it, then I would take the second short break. In the third session, I would make Anki cards out of it, then I would take the third short break. In the fourth session, I would summarize it, and then I would take a long break. This is just an example to give you an idea on how you could organize your work during your Pomodoros. Feel free to experiment with it until you get comfortable. Write a to-do list for your breaks. It might be very helpful to make a short list of small tasks that you want to get done during the day and do them while you have your short break. You might want to do the laundry, give someone a call, water your plants, or whatever kind of tasks occur in your daily life. You will be surprised when you realize how many little things can fit in 5 minutes. When I started getting used to the Pomodoro technique, since I didn't make a list of things I could do, I sometimes didn't know how to make an effective use of those 5 minutes. Then I would go back to work and think to myself, damn, you should have done that thing during the break. Which leads us to my final point. Keep a piece of paper ready for undisciplined thoughts. If you're a person who enjoys doing various things, has many responsibilities, and their thoughts are always racing, you must keep a piece of paper next to you while you're Pomodoroing. Just a plain piece of paper on which you can write down anything that comes to your mind that isn't study or work related. You might be trying to focus on a working session and all of a sudden, you remember that you have to get the bank appointment or that you forgot to answer an important text. Instead of jumping out the workflow, just deviate it a little bit by writing down whatever is on your mind so that your brain can let go of that specific thought and you can be more concentrated for your upcoming work. Did I get your attention yet? Let me know in the comments what you think of the Pomodoro technique. I also highly recommend you check out the videos listed in the description if you want to know more about this method. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.